Greetings, Prancers and Donners. This is Mad Hatter Patrick. I hope you get my unusual greeting because that can only mean one thing. It's Christmas time! Now, usually this is the part where I have to look over the best Christmas movies and specials in animation. But this year, even on my channel's first Christmas, I'm doing something that's special. So yeah, I'm going to review a garbage movie before we get to some of the best ones. So here's how this month will go. Not only it has to be a Christmas special or movie, but on the first week of December, I'm going to review something terrible. Then week 2, I'll review something that's a mixed bag or okay. Finally, on the third week, I'll do a special project regarding the best of Christmas, and if I have time, I'll throw in a good Christmas review on the 4th week or anywhere before the 25th. So get ready for party hosting and marshmallow toasting. Welcome to my first installment of Winter Cyber Wonderland. So let us begin our journey by reviewing this bad Christmas special, The Christmas Tree. The Christmas Tree? What is that? Really? You don't know what it is? I've never heard that before in my life. Just play the clip. I'm pretty sure it looks familiar. I know some of you have questions about this thing. Like, what is the Christmas tree? I never seen this before in my life. Well, a few years ago, it was already reviewed by a few critics, and it will eventually receive a following as the worst Christmas special of all time. So what they're saying is, it's worse than Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, The Swan Princess Christmas, and even the Star Wars Holiday Special. How bad is it? Well, according to IMDb, it received a 1.3 out of 10. 1.3? Oh yeah, this is probably worth talking about. So welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let's look over this before we all forget about it. This is the 1991 Christmas special, The Christmas Tree. The special opens with a cliché storybook told by a cliché narrator. It centers around a bunch of orphans who are treated miserably because they have an evil caretaker named Mrs. Mavilda. But the kids have a friend named Mrs. Hopewell, a pine tree that they believe is magic. And apparently the caretaker's assistant, Mrs. Kindle, is helping the kids to have a better Christmas. But Mrs. Mavilda wants everything the kids love destroyed because villain stuff. So the kids figure if they contact Santa Claus, he can set everything right. Okay, there are a few questions I have about this special. Why do the kids believe the tree is magic? I don't know. It's never explained. Maybe they saw a squirrel running south for the winter to join the birds. But that's not the only thing that makes it inconsistent. It's the story. It doesn't know if it wants to focus on the tree itself or the goal to save Mrs. Kindle by finding Santa Claus. Even with the sign that Mrs. Kindle is in trouble or something because she was being framed, I guess, that hardly makes an impact. It doesn't have a plot device. Even with the goal to finding Santa Claus, there isn't any obstacle standing in their way. Oh, there was that black bear, but that's about it. Even the moral at the end seems inaccurate. It doesn't fit into the story or the meaning of Christmas. I understand they're trying to make it as big as the Rankin Bass special, but I can safe to say that the plot is like watching paint dry. Do you know what is surprising about these characters? It's that none of them don't really have any emotion. Even when they come across a bear or the villain, not a single person screamed. They don't even have a personality of their own. Mrs. Kindle is the nice assistant. Any of the orphans along with Lily and Pappy are the generic kids. Licorice is the street dog that the orphans love. The mayor is just plot convenience where he doesn't know Mrs. Vilda is evil until the end of the special. And Mrs. Mavilda is the greedy caretaker that only cares about money and herself and wants to destroy the children's lives with the help of her henchman. And do you know what's shocking that not many critics noticed before? She's actually a ripoff of Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. Think about it. She's trying to capture the same devious look, except making it more awkward and disturbing. But if there's anything we can all agree on, the acting is just terrible. This is why everyone, especially the kids, don't show any reactions, and instead they talk in a monotonic manner.
I'd better go now. Take good care of yourself and the children, Judy.
Mrs. Hopewell is going to be all right.
Can his sleigh fly?
Because he has special reindeer to pull it, and each one has its own special name.
These characters are seriously forgettable, and the only thing I can remember from them is how badly they talk. Here's a fun drinking game. Count how many times they repeat the same animation over and over for each frame. I'm not even joking. Every time I watch this special, I feel like the animation is just repeating itself. For most of the animation, they just use the same frame multiple times. For example, there's a scene where the mayor gives money to Mrs. Vivilda at the beginning, and they use it again when he gives out even more money and talks about Christmas. There's another repeated animation at the poker game at the beginning and after Mrs. Kendall talks about Christmas, along with some really awkward editing for some reason.
I guess you've never seen a Christmas tree before.
Let's roll, kids! I'm feeling lucky tonight!
He's not anybody's grandpa.
Okay, enough about that. What about the rest of the animation? Well, the designs are disturbing, especially the eyes. They look bleak and sometimes creepy, but mostly on the kids. Ugh, are they trying to be the children of the corn? For the rest of the character animation, all they do is just repeat the same movement on the arms and lips. The latter is a serious problem since the lip movements almost never match what they're saying. The lazy part is with the rendering, since the designs are all static and they try to shrug some motion around the body. Finally, the backgrounds are as generic as everyone else in it. All it shows is a regular town in bland winter mountains with some bad lighting along with it. So that's all I can say about the animation. It's repetitive, creepy, incompetent, and unoriginal. So it's about what you expect. The Christmas Tree is the most boring and unengaging Christmas special I ever seen. The story is flat, the characters are forgettable, the acting is terrible, and the animation is unsettling and unprofessional. I don't know what to say about it, just skip it. And if you don't believe that this is the worst Christmas special as some people say it is, then see for yourself if you're curious about it, but you won't have a good time with it. So I hope you like to sit on the fireplace because I'm saying this to the flames of failure. Now if you'll excuse me, I need some good Christmas specials to lift my spirits up. Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me to share your thoughts. And stay tuned every week for a new review and other project. See you soon.